Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Mistermoose and welcome back to the garage for a little more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Alright, so don't worry, no need to adjust your screen, you're not seeing double. Well, actually you are. It's twin Impalas today on our project build. Now you're probably asking yourself, Moose, why are you doing two Impalas? They're different. This is Gollywog's 1964 Impala SS 409. And, you know, EVR was talking a little bit about it. He had downloaded it off of the Steam forums and put it in and done a build out for him. He really was loving it. What he didn't tell me was there's 3 versions of this car. And I'm just amazed. I'm blown away. So apparently, of course, this is the Impala SS 409. But there are 2 more versions of it. When I went shopping for it in the junkyard, I first came across this one. This is a lowrider. The Impala SS 409 1964 lowrider with the V8 1-carb overhead valve engine in it. I paid $71,000 for it, which that seems like a whole lot of money in this game. Right now, as it sits in its junk format, it's valued at $60,672. Seems like maybe a typo, or just maybe like maybe he's valuing his cars a little bit more than everybody else is, which sort of scares me, is what it's going to do to my economy when I get it built out. But I'm building it. I don't care. If I make $800,000 off this car when it's done, that's fine with me, because it's going to be awesome. A lowrider. I've been wanting to do a lowrider. This is going to look so incredible. Now, this one over here looks the same. Oh, until you see that big fat tire on the back of it. This is a 64 Impala 409 Street Rod. With a V8 2-carb overhead supercharged motor in it. Christmas has come early, boys and girls. 2 mods. 3 mods in one, really. Anyways, this one I paid $31,000 for in the junkyard, and as you can see, I haven't done anything to it, and it's at $33,000 in its junker state. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. So the next couple of videos we do is just gonna be Impala. If I can find the 3rd SS Impala while we are doing this series, I will build all 3 of them out. But today we are going to start by popular demand with the lowrider, because let's be honest, who doesn't love an Impala lowrider, right? And I mean, it's something we haven't messed around with at all in this. I mean, we've built some race car type of stuff. It's nothing like a street rod, right? Which is going to be super cool to do. But hey, let's start off with the lowrider, because all my friends love a lowrider. Anyways, so let's get going on this. We'll have a little bit of fun with this, and then we'll just progress through both cars and see what we come up with. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smack that like button for me. Of course, share it with your friends. Tell everybody about it. If you haven't already, come on and subscribe to the channel. We have loads of fun over here. And if you have recently subscribed to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. We're growing by leaps and bounds every day, and I can't say thank you enough, guys. Thank you so much for all the kind comments and all your support. Alrighty. So, we've done this a million times, building that V8 overhead valve engine. That's cool and everything. We've not done a lowrider. I am loving the mods on this game. You know, the mods are going to make this game. And I think it's the next update, we're going to start getting the, we're going to get the Steam Workshop, which is going to make it easier for you guys to put mods into the game. I mean, right now you still have to go download them and then copy the car folder and put it into your game, game folder. And then you have the mod. So there's a little bit to go through. If you don't know how to do it, if you go back and you watch the second part of the 32 Ford build, the very first part of the video, the very first 5 minutes of the video, I walk you step by step on how to acquire the mods as well as how to put them into the game. So if you have any questions on that, go do that. But of course, like I said, as I'm recording this, in the very near future, they are going to put out a patch that is going to put the use your words there, Moose. Put the Steam Workshop in, and then once everything goes into the Steam Workshop, it's just going to be so much easier to do all of this. So that little information on that video will be obsolete. Come on, give me that round. Let's take it off. Anyways, if you do go old school and try to put this pack in, you need to pay close attention to it. The one thing is when you download the mod, or download the zip for this particular mod, and you decompress it, you'll get a folder that says Impala. That is not the folder that you want to put into your Steam folder. If you actually dig into it, there will be a README file and a subfile called Cars. Open up that Cars folder, and there will be 2 sets of Impala folders in there. Those are the folders that you want to open up and actually put into the game, or those are the 2 folders that you actually want to drag into your game files, and that will get all the cars in for you. All right, so we need to come over here, grab this. Sounds a little confusing, doesn't it? If you, like I said, go watch the video on how to put the mods in first, and then you'll understand a little bit more about what I'm talking about. But anyways, you'll download the zip, you'll unzip it to your desktop, wherever you want to do it. You'll have a folder called Impala, and inside of that, that's going to have an Impala folder. Inside of that will be a folder called Cars and a README file. And if you read the README file, it will tell you to go inside the Cars folder and drag those 2 folders over to your game folder, which is streaming assets, textures, cars. That's where you'll drag it into. So anyways, yeah, just make sure the process is a little bit different because he does have multiple variations of the cars. So that's really all I'm telling you. Is when you download it, if you put it in there, if you don't pay attention to the folder setup, you'll accidentally, if you just put the Impala folder in, you're going to end up with a car not in your game, and yeah, you won't be able to buy it anywhere. So the steering rack's way back there on this. All right, let's get these rubber bushings out. It'll be interesting to see how he made this thing a lowrider, how he got the suspension lowered down on it. I guess it's just the placement of where he's got the cross member here. All right, let's go see what we can repair up, and then we'll head into the store. Very cool though, man. I'll tell you what car I would really like to see as a lowrider in this game. The Ford Falcon. How cool would that be as a car? Let's see. So, sort by name. There we go. 1 bottom suspension arm. Brake calipers good. Caliper cylinders are good. Gonna need the disc, and we're gonna need pads as always. The knuckles are good. Ugh, I mean the knuckle covers. 1 knuckle is bad. The suspension crossmember is bad. Front wheel hub is bad. Tie rods we always have to buy. The steering rack is good. End links we will always buy. The upper suspension arms are good. So just because these pieces right here do cost money, I'm gonna go ahead and try to find these 3 over in our parts warehouse over here, because it is highly likely that I have them. So cross member B, steering knuckle B, and front wheel hub. I can tell you already I have a front wheel hub, just because I've picked enough parts that I should have one. So we'll go through the whole indexing here for the warehouse, and then once it is complete, we should be able to sort by suspension. There we go. And let's go ahead and sort by name. There we go. That'll help us out a little bit. Might as well get the bottom suspension because we needed it while we are here. There's a knuckle B and cross member B, and a front wheel hub. Anything else that we needed? I don't think so. I don't think there's really any other part in here that we would need that I don't have right now. I mean, I'm gonna have to buy, you know, 12 bushings and all that other stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into the store now that we have that, and we'll go to up parts so that we can buy some goodies here. We'll flip over to suspension. There we go. And of course we need double wishbone shock times 2. 2 of these, 2 of those. I'm just assuming it's a double wishbone shock. I'll feel like an idiot if all of a sudden he used a truss, you know, a regular strut on this thing. All right. I mean, this here car, it's got to be this suspension on it. So, rubber bushings. We need 12 of these. There we go. Buy those. 2 of these guys. Yep. We got the steering rack good. I need 2 of these. Couple of these, and let's see if we look at brakes. I got those, need a couple of these and a couple of those. Excellent. Let's get up here. Superman, move in. Oh, go into installation mode, and let's go ahead and set our cross member in. Let's go ahead and, I guess in order to lower this, actually, he needs to raise the cross member. So that would be why the engine is setting so low into the cross member right now. Yeah, the cross member sits right through the engine. I mean, you know, there's no real way you can do this other than do it that way. So if people go, oh, well, you know, look at how hokey that looks. The cross member sitting through the engine. Honestly, he doesn't really have any way to do it, and the steering knuckle is going through the engine as well. So you're just gonna have to. Did I not buy the front sway bar? I bought front sway bar B, didn't I? I gotcha. I can make that right real quick. There we go. Buy that. And while we're down here on the ground with our feet touching, let's go over and do the one thing that I always forget, and that is to do this suspension up. I'm not the only one that forgets to do it, though. Some of the people in the comments have been like, yeah, man, I forget it every time as well. So I'm like, oh, good, I don't feel so bad. All right, let's get that done. So I was looking at the 2 cars, and the biggest difference I see in the suspension between the Lowrider and the between our Lowrider here and the other one is the Lowrider's rear suspension uses a leaf spring, and the and this one and the Racer uses a oh yeah, I gotta put this in place first. I was stopping myself because I was thinking, no, you can't put that on yet. You got to put a lower suspension arm on. Anyways, this version uses a leaf spring rear end. The other one uses the leaf spring rear end with the solid axle on it. So, or solid spring on it or whatever. You'll see when we get over there to it. Oh, I gotta figure out what color I want to paint this and how bad it needs to look. This will be fun, man. If only we could have hydraulics on it and make it bounce. That would be so cool. Take it to the test track and make her hop. Note to Red Dot. You need hydraulics. We need to be able to make the car hop. need the ability to lower the frame and mega hop. Which takes me back to the other thing that is needed is you need to be able to lower the car, but we also need the ability to lift one. That's the other thing that is missing, is the ability to lift them. Y'all know I haven't put the steering in yet, so for those who are going, oh, he forgot to put in the tie rods. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I don't know. For some reason, I just decided to come over here and do this side real quick and get all this hung, and then I'll go back and put the steering in, and then we'll put the tie rods in on each side. All right, that goes in, then this, and then that, and then this, and the brake caliper. That's all set up. All right, so now we can go ahead and put the steering rack in through the motor. And then we can put those in. Excellent. All right, I need to go do it over on this side. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and do that one as well. Cool. All right, so that front is done. Let's get to the back, and we'll take this one off. Come on. Take that one. Wow, deep. This rim is just unfriendly. Oh, I went into install mode. I'm a professional at this. I know exactly what I'm doing. Not. It's force of habit, you know? It's almost muscle memory now that when I jump up into the car, I automatically hit right click and go into assembly mode. I guess that seems like that's the most common thing I'm always doing. So as you can see, there's 2 batteries in this car. Yeah, one for the motor and one for the for your hydraulics, I'm guessing. All right, so grab that, and we'll get there. While I'm here, I might as well do this and do that, and we'll swing across with the greatest of ease. And we'll grab this wheel off of here as well. Nice, and then we'll pull the drum, shoes, pull the cylinder, then get the solid rear drive axle out of here. Get our plate, which is called a hub. I don't know why. Anyways, it's a dust cover. Brake dust cover is what it is. Brake dust shield, actually, I think is the technical term for it, right? Isn't it called a shield? I don't know. I'd have to get a Chilton's book out and see how they refer to it. But yeah, I think it's references a shield, brake dust shield, or back plate, something. All right, let's see what we get to build. We can repair some shoes. All right, inventory, sort by name again. All right, so it looks like one leaf spring is bad. The plate's good. We need 2 U-bolts. The rear housing is bad, so we're gonna be going and looking for parts for it. All right, so hubs are good. The axles are good. I got the knuckle housing B needs to be replaced, and I need a whole rear drive axle. Let's go look at here. I know, I'm sure you guys hate coming over here in the warehouse as much as I do. which is sort of a bummer because, like, I know I've got a lot of parts in here and I really don't want to go get them because I have to go in here so much to get them, and it's sort of just a pain. But all right, sort by name. I know I got one of those, so let's go ahead and take it. All right, it didn't seem like it sorted by name. Sort by name. That doesn't seem sorted by name, but that's okay because we can take that. We know we needed it. And somewhere in here, there's going to be a leaf spring. Now, why did that not sort? Let's see if we can go all. Go suspension. And then sort by name. There's the coil spring. I'm looking for the leaf spring rear. Front drive axle, coil spring drive axle. Isn't it called rear spring and leaf spring? Yeah, leaf spring rear drive axle. There it is. Excellent. I think that's good. That should do us fine with what we needed. All right, so now I got enough springs. I've got the plates. I just need the U-bolts. I got a good rear end now. I got 2 of those. I got 2 axles. So I just need brake components. And shock absorbers were B's, right? Rear shock B's. All right. Excellent. Let's get to this. Honestly, I didn't look at what my my brake drums look like, though. So I might be accidentally buying some brake drums that I didn't really need, but we can deal with that. One, and let's see, 2 of these, right? 2 of those. I had those. Got that. Coming down here, 2 of these. And through down here, I don't think there's anything else we need. I think we got everything else. Brakes. For some reason, I feel like I gotta have 2 drums. And, I don't know. I didn't even pay attention. So, in the interest of just making sure I got parts, we're just gonna go ahead and buy them. I mean, it's not like I can't use them on some other project down the road, so. And I need to go back and buy bushings. Got to buy bushings. Need 4 of these. And while I'm in here and thinking about it, let's go in here and get the fuel tank and the fuel filter. Not fuel filter, fuel pump. And again, it's one of those things where I didn't pay attention to whether or not I had a good fuel pump or not. So I may have bought one for no reason, but I got away with it. All right, now small rubber bushings go in. Boom, that one's in. Come up over here, small rubber bushing. You're going in as well. Thank you very much. And then we need to go ahead and put the leaf spring plate in. And we'll go ahead and put the bolts onto it. Excellent. And we'll do this one as well. So the rear end build is going to be just about the exact same on the Street Rod as it is on this one. The only difference being is this spring is the leaf spring. It's a solid piece on the other side, on the other caw. All right, so put that in there. Put those in. That's good. Let's get this one over here. There we go. Now we put the leaf spring plates on, so I don't forget to do that, because this is my nemesis right here, is these U-bolts. If I'm gonna forget something, it's gonna be putting this little assembly on here. Could have swore I bought enough of those. Really? Really? I could have swore I only needed 2. There's something fishy about this build. Alright, so in goes that. On goes that plate. In goes the axle. And we button it up. And we go ahead and do our wheel cylinder. Put on some brake shoes. Alright. that is that. Across to the, let's put the shock absorber on as well. Oops. No, what the? Maybe I had a U-bolt. I don't know. I've been getting like a, one of the mistakes I keep making is I hit the D button, I guess, trying to rotate the camera while I'm putting parts on. I get a little bit ahead of myself and I hit the D button and that switches the part on me. And sometimes I'll put a bad part in, thinking I was grabbing a good one because I hit the D button at the last second, thinking I was going to turn the camera a little bit. And I select the bad part instead of a good one. Shilly little thing that would do. All right, I'm going to leave the, because the modder had a vision for this, I'm going to use the tires that he did on this one. I'm not going to go a different direction like we did with the 32. I think the 32 was a good idea to go with the wire rims on there. But on this Impala, I think the white walls with the rims that he has on here will look good. So we're going to go ahead and grab this set of rims because I think this look will be good for it. Now we could have, like, if they had some spinners or something like that in the game, I might change out the rims and put something crazy on here. But you know, a lowrider with some 20s on it and spinners, and how crazy would that look? Well, it wouldn't be a lowrider if you put 20s on it, but you know what I'm saying. Lowered chassis on a set of 20s, you'd have to take the, you know, wheel wells out or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Frame chassis appropriate for wheel. All right, so let's hit the all button here. I got to get one of these. They are 13s and they are the rim cape. Gotcha. So let's buy that in the store. So let's go here to the rim place, the G14, GI4. And we're going for the capes, right? Rim cape. That should be on the front row, shouldn't it? Rim basic Boeing cape. There we go. And a 13 on that. Excellent. All right. Then let's get our tire size. It's going to be the vintage tire wall B 195 50Rs. All right. I like that big full white wall tire on that. It's going to look good. All right. So vintage wall B. What did I say? 185 or 195? I'll tell you right now, we're going 185 and 50s, right? And 13. I need 4, and everything changed when I did that. 185 50s. Oh, it won't go all the way down to a 50. I don't like that. Oh well. Yeah, you can do a certain size tire in the car authoring software or whatever, the editor, but you can't necessarily do them in the game, which is sort of a bummer. Like if you go into the editor and you build a really cool car with a really nice set of oversized off-road tires, like if you're trying to build a truck, if you try to change those in here, you're not going to be able to, because it's gonna not have that tire available for you. Certain tire, you know, widths or whatever can only go to certain tire heights, or vice versa. Just keep that in mind. Go ahead and start balancing some tires. So if you do get like a mod, let's say somebody modded up one of the pickup trucks in here, and they made it into a lifted pickup with some big mudders on it. Chances are you're not going to be able to replace the mudders, so you're going to have to you can fix the rims, but you're just going to have to recycle the tires on it. The only other way you can get around that is maybe buy the car in the shop. You know, you could go, if you really were dead set on getting a brand new set of mudders for it, you could go to the car salon and buy that car brand new just to get the tires on it. I would advise that. That would be quite the expense just to get a set of tires. I know people who've done it though. I mean, if you're trying to make out a car and you want to do a complete restoration on it, especially if you're doing a video, you might go do that. If you're just casually playing the game, you know, you can pretend. You can be like, yeah, I put new tires on it. The only person who's going to know any different is going to be the computer calculating the price. Ooh, I messed up that bolt pattern there, didn't I? Hosed it. Sorry. Send all hate mail to Moose doesn't know how to do a bolt pattern on a wheel. P.O. Box 111. Nobody really cares. Walla Walla, Washington. All right. What? Did I? Oh, did I not balance the last one? Ah. Oh man, I thought I had them all balanced. So this one's missing a few parts, and each part set of body panels is specific to that car. So, you know, I knew there were two different versions of this car. I knew there was a Street Rod, and I knew there was the SS version of it. I did not know there was a Lowrider, and I didn't know there was a Lowrider until I started pulling body panels for this one, and I started finding body panels that said Lowrider on them, and I was like, oh. Now, I can only assume the SS, I have not, like I said, I haven't found the SS, like a vanilla SS version, and it's hard to call an SS vanilla, but I haven't found a regular vanilla version of the SS in the junkyard at all. And that is, well, it's because I haven't found one yet. But I can only assume that there is a, did I hit sell all? I think I did. I think I just sold everything. Oh, silly Moose. That's not what you wanted to do. Anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and start tearing this guy apart and getting the undercarriage out of it. I want to go back into there. I'm going to go ahead and do, in this video today, I'm going to do both of the suspensions today on this video. And I'll run this video about an hour probably to do them both. I usually can get the intro and everything done and get the suspensions built in about 30-35 minutes. So I should be able to get 2 suspensions done in about an hour. And that way, when we come back with our follow-up video, we'll do 2 more videos on this, possibly 3. But the next video that we do will be building out the engine for the Lowrider and finishing the Lowrider. And then we will come back and do the Racer. So that's my game plan anyways with this. Now, if I happen to find the street stock and there is in fact a 3rd car with this, then I'll build it out as well, so that we can put all 3 of them in the shop across here in the front and look at all 3 of them. But I do believe, like I said, I got a little lost there on my train of thought. So when I was looking for the mod and I went to Gollywag's garage, the picture he has for this car is just a true SS 409. So that just leads me to believe there is an SS version of this car, as well as the Lowrider and the Racer. So Street Rod. I could be wrong. I'll find out though. I didn't feel like reading through all of his forum posts or all of the posts related to this particular car. I read through a few of them and then I was just like, all right, I'm going to build the car. I mean, build the car, have fun, sit and read 20 pages of comments. I'm going to build the car. Do you blame me? I mean, seriously, come on now. Alright, so standard front end on this one. Like I said, the only difference in the two cars is the rear end. As far as that goes. Make sure I got all the parts in here. Alright, so we got one bottom suspension arm. We need calipers are good. I need one cylinder, 2 discs, 2 pads, 2 knuckle covers, 2 knuckle C's. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to buy a bunch of stuff. Oh look, sway bar B. Oh, I had a brand new sway bar B, but I hit the sell all button a second ago and got rid of it. So isn't that great? Anyways, I need an upper suspension arm as well as the bottom suspension arm. So to buy in the shop or to get out of the warehouse? I don't think I'm gonna have 2 knuckle C's. Oh, we can look though. It just takes a second. Yeah, a second and 20 of its closest relatives. Suspension, sort by name, which won't work. That's weird how it only works the first time that you do it, and then it doesn't want to work. Solid axle control arm, that's what we're going to be putting in the back of this thing. So let's see if we can find knuckle C. You knuckle? You're such a knuckle C. Knuckle cover, nope. Does that give me like any? Just pull up everything with knuckle. D, knuckle cover, knuckle housing C. Nope, didn't even have it. All right. Yeah, forget it. Let's go to the store. We'll just buy stuff there. I think we deserve all new for our street rod, especially, I mean, we're going to go that fast. Maybe we want to put all new in here anyways, not stuff that we reconditioned out of a junkyard. So I needed one of those, right? Only one of those. 2 of these. I think I had needed 2 of those. 2 of these would be good. 2 of those would be good. 2 more of these. That was good. Sway bar we needed. Tie rod times 2. Outer tie rod, and then we come all the way down here, and we'll need 2 of those, and then 2 of these, 2 of thems. Brake wise, I believe I said I needed 1 of these, 2 of those, and a couple of them. And we should be good. Superman, there we go. All right. Oh, I forgot to get the bushings. Forgot the bushings, forgot the 12 bushings. 12 of those. Buy those real quick. There we go. Back up in. Here we go. There we go. Let's put that in. A little bit more clearance with the motor in this one, though it's still, the oil filter is going through the cross member on this one. There we go. And let's go through there. But the steering knuckle is also in the proper placement here on this one, so, or the steering rack. Sway bar B. Could have swore. So I buy the right one for the. I bought the wrong one for the first car, which was the right one for the second car. But then when I bought the right one for the second car, I actually bought the wrong one. Okay, well, y'all know I'm keeping up on things today. What did I just do? Did I buy the rear sway bar that time? Oh, I am not concentrating on what I am doing. My memory is failing me. Now let's try this one more time. I couldn't have messed it up 3 times in a row. There we go. Excellent. Oh, the silly things I do. The silly things I do. All right, so let's put that on there. What else did I forget to do? Yes, that's right, boys and girls. I forgot to build out the shock absorbers. Every time I'm going to forget it. It's just a force of habit for me. Oh, man. Let's go and put that in place. Let's go ahead and put that in place. And let's go ahead and put our in links on here for that. Let's just go ahead and build everything out but the shock absorbers. And then we'll come back and put those on at the end. I should just stop drawing attention to it and just go, oh, well, you know, I like to put these on at the very end. After I've done the entire assembly, I like to put these on right at the very end. If it was a proper build, I could get away with that. Because you would be, you know, you would thread that shock absorber right up through there. But because their idea of the double wishbone is a little bit different than what it really is, I have to do it. Yeah, I mean, at this point, with the way it's built, I don't know. Whoa, I forget to buy. Boy, I'm just really off my game plan on this one. One would have thought I would have paid attention to the fact that it needed an upper suspension on it. I truly... No. Now that I think back about it, I did tell myself I needed one because I was like, basically, you need a matching set for each side. That was what was going through my head. So I failed. Failed myself. I feel so bad. My memory's going. I'm getting old. What can I say? I'm getting old. It's late at night. Past my bedtime. I had taken my insure for the day. Just kidding. Alright, so we'll put these together. There we go. Come on. While that's doing that, let's take some tires apart. Multitask a little bit. Oh, let's build the other one while we're here. Duh. Gotta get a couple of tires taken apart, right? There we go. Get that. Oop, wrong car. Pay attention to what you're doing, boy. Now's the point where I'm like, oh, what did I forget to put in on this? I'm gonna get ready to take this thing for a drive, and I'm not going to have taken everything off of it. All right, so let's see. We got a drive shaft on this. We do have a drive shaft on this. Let's go ahead and pull the drive shaft out so that we can get to the rear end and take it out. There we go. Big racing tires. Oops, that's not the mode that we want to be in. We want to be in that mode. I hadn't done anything with racing slicks on it yet. I found a bunch of like racing slicks in the junkyard. I just haven't had a car that had racing slicks on it. And are these racing slicks? I guess if it's a street rod, technically they wouldn't have them on there. while I'm here, come with the cheat, grab that. Let's grab that bushing out. Let's get that leaf spring out. And get the solid control arm off. That out of there. Swing to the other side. Yeah, it's got a little bit of tread pattern on it. So these aren't racing slicks. We gotta put racing slicks on it, make it a track car. Put a really teeny tiny front tire on it, make it a gasser. Just turn it into a straight gasser. I'm surprised somebody hadn't done a 57 into a gasser. Put an itty bitty bicycle tire on the front of it. But I guess this is a street ride, not a drag car. Oops, where am I going? I always come out and get turned around a little bit. All right, let's repair up as much of this as we possibly can repair. There we go. And we'll look at the parts by name again. Let's update everything. All right, so working from the top, we're going to be in trouble with the rims. And that's bottom suspension stuff. New drums. I need one shoe. Both wheel cylinders are good. All right. Full spring rear drive we're gonna need. I got fuel. I need a fuel tank. One leaf spring, 2 U-joint, 2 U-brackets. Need that. Both of those are good. That's good news. A shock absorber. Usually the only thing I get out of these caps is this one, the spring cap. It looks like that one's even bad. I need one rear drive axle, one wheel hub 4, one solid control arm, and one spring cap. So, all right. Let's see. I know I got that rear end in storage, so we might as well go get it out of storage. And I've got solid axle control arms, and I may even have a rear axle in there as well. So into the warehouse we go again. I know. Here we go. 20 seconds. We're almost done. All right, so I need one of those, and I need I needed one of those, so I got it. Cold spring rear drive axle, and I needed 2 of those, so I got that. Did I need a leaf spring plate? You know, I don't know. I'm gonna grab one just in case. Not gonna hurt. Drive axle, drive axle, drive axle, 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 axle. I don't see it. I don't see the solid axle. Just looking real quick. All right, so inventory wise, one more time. Just hit the all button so everything updates. Got that. I still need the brake components. Okay. Should have all of those parts. Got all of those parts. Got that. So I need 4 small bearings, the solid rear axle. Hey, I got this. I say I got this. Let's hope I don't screw it up this time, because I sure messed up the last time. Usually you start at leaf springs, so everything is good there. I need 2 of these. 2 of these. And then we come down here and I need this guy, 2 of those. And I got those. And then under brakes, go to here and I need 2 of these. And 1 of those, and those were good. So, should be everything that we need. So let's Superman up and let's get everything back in place. All right, so bushings, and I need the rubber bushings on this one. This one just takes 2. It doesn't take 4. It takes 2 to make everything go right. There we go. And I didn't buy the shock absorbers either. I am really off my game today for some reason. It's because I'm so excited about this car. Anyways, let's flip over to the other side. Put this guy in place. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put the dreaded U-bolts on. I told you, they're my nemesis on all this. Forget to put the leaf spring plate. Forget to put this on. I get sidetracked and don't think about these. It's just, yeah. It's funny because building this in this game is nothing like doing one in real life, you know, obviously. So, drink, by the way, for those who are playing the drinking game, I would never forget this stuff if I was building this car, actually. Never would I forget this stuff. All right, so that is done. We go ahead and put that on there, and we go and put this on. Put that in. Excellent. Goes in. Those go in, and then we do that. Good, good, good. Let's toss over to this side, put this one on. Yep. And then come back out here, hit that. Put it on. Axle goes in. All right. What else do I need to do? All right, so let's go into the store real quick. We'll grab the 2 shock absorbers that we need. And while I'm in here, I'll go into the engines, do a search for fuel. Pretty sure I repaired the fuel pump, so I just need the fuel tank. All right, that goes into there, and then we'll put this in, and we'll put that in. Great, and now we'll do the tires real quick. Take that. Oh, you know what? I was worrying about the rims a minute ago. You know what? I was probably looking at the rims from the other car. Maybe not. Maybe I sold the other rims already. Wait, did I just do that? Seriously? Come on, Moose. Quit being stupid. Separate. I'm just not with it today. There we go. Last one. And then we go to the workbench and see what we can do with them. All right. So we should have 2 odd-shaped rims here. After we look at all this. All right, so we got 2 16. Everything's a 16, actually. Huh. It's just the tire itself that's different. So that's a 225/50 R16, and that's a 325/50 R16. the race tire. So we only had to buy tires. All our rims cleaned up good. Cool. Race tire B, 225 and a 325. I'm pretty sure we can buy that. Because we were building one car one night and I put some ridiculous tires on there as well. So, see, we could do slick tires, but we're going to do the race tire. Race tire B, size 16, 225/50. All right, times 2. Right, and then we'll do it again. 16, and that's going to be the 325. We'll just go as high as we can. 305 is as much as we can do. So we're not going to be able to do a complete replacement on it, but you know, 305 is wide enough. And then I have to pay attention to put them on properly, right? I don't want to put the little ones on the back and the big ones on the front. Hi, we're going to hydroplane today. Oh, that's a big tire. Alright, so let's go ahead and balance that. And since that's a small one, it goes on the front. Oops, I messed that up. Sometimes the snap on the game will snap that up real quick, and I will be going for the lower lug, and it snaps it up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. So it happens. All right, so fresh rubber on the back here with a 305. It still looks pretty good. It's plenty fat. It's plenty fat. There we go. Last one. And that will get the undercarriage of both of our vehicles ready to roll. So tomorrow we'll start working on the engine on the single carb V8 overhead valve. We'll get it done and put both of them down here. Anyways, we'll get that built out tomorrow. So we'll start production on this particular car's engine. We'll get it done, and then we'll come back, and our third video on this will be us building the supercharged version of this one, and we'll do have both the cars sitting side by side. So should be fun, should be pretty cool. So thanks for watching today, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you're looking forward to the tale of two cars, or the tale of two Impalas, as we build out the Dragster, or the Street Rod, and the Lowrider here in the Impala. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you smack that like button for me. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. And of course, the biggest thing you can do, tell your friends about it. All right? Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.